Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays, and yes, my hair is getting long. I'm waiting to cut it till I go back to Canada just because it's easier to explain to a hairdresser in Canada than it is to explain to a hairdresser in Japan. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about well, the big update for War of the Visions. For anybody who has not heard, War of the Visions has been doing a lot to improve itself, from giving a lot of drop rate ups events to giving people some new weapons to all kinds of different stuff. So today on December 18th, we got a pretty big quality of life update to the game, and I'm going to talk about those features as well as some new banners, as well as a new character too. And for anybody who's wondering, I am planning on starting to do character reviews in the very near future. Kind of wanted to get a lot of experience under my belt, and also want to do a little bit of a more in-depth thoughts about the game now that the game's been out for a little bit of time and has been getting better. But regardless, first things first, congratulations to War of the Visions. You are 1 month old, you have hit 6 million downloads, and things are going to continue into the future. This weekend is Jump Festa here in Japan, a fun little gaming event. And War of the Visions will be there with a live stream as well as Brave Exvius. There's probably going to be some news there, so, stay tuned for it. If I was expecting anything for War of the Visions, I would probably expect a little bit, maybe some news finally about tactics. Probably starting in early January, but either way. Kind of want that. So what are the new things? Well, there is a brand new character event. You can get this character for free, a Monk Fist Girl, who is, you can actually earn character shards as well as a lot of awakening shards from all of the achievements that are done through this. You have to play through a lot of the missions multiple times, but hey, it gives you something to do, and that's kind of the thing that a lot of people have been wanting recently, is more content in this game and more things to do. Well, here you are. So yes, you can earn awakening materials, you can earn job materials as well, and you can also get the character too. So all of that's pretty cool. Leading into a new weapon event. This new weapon event has a couple of things that are great for if you have specific characters that you've been waiting for some really good weapons to show up for. Well, here they are. This time it is a spear and a fist event. So monk characters like the brand new free character, who is again the Earth Monk SSR quality character, will have that fist, or people who are using Ziza will be able to get a wonderfully powerful fist finally. And the spear is just great for a lot of the Dragoon characters, and specifically a brand new character that has shown up. A lot of the other campaigns have been extended. So before I get into talking about banners and everything, let's talk just about, of course, the shop. The shop will be here, which has, of course, materials for all the new characters. But there was something new that was introduced that I was not entirely, a lot of people just, I don't know, it was not mentioned before. It seems to be chapter rewards. It is bought through paid lapis only, but the rewards that you get from it seem to be a lot of awakening materials, and including some UR orbs, which are really important for UR characters, and even a single rainbow rock. For 1,000 paid lapis, it's pretty damn good value as far as my evaluation goes. So yeah, it seems like there's one for each chapter that you can complete, and there's only 4 completable chapters so far. But this is an interesting way for anybody who is maybe spending not too much money. Obviously, whales will snap this up probably basically immediately, but this seems to be a really great way to just get a lot of more stuff for UR if you are even spending a little bit in the game, and that is a option. But yeah, let's talk about the features that were added really quickly. So of course, one of the big things that has been a little bit of a bother for people is trying to farm specific stages. Like, let's just go in and do a really easy, quick one really quick. So when you're farming stages, before this update, you had to go out and then kind of back in, or click a button that would take you back to the selection screen again. And now there is a easier option. They've added basically a multi-button option that just one click and it will take you right back into the same menu, so you can just play through that mission again really quickly. Much easier to farm a single stage now. There is also the addition of there will be an addition in the future of, and by future I mean the January update, of being able to set up multiple stages. So in other words, you set it up, if you have enough stamina, you just kind of set it up to do the same stage like 5 times in a row or 10 times in a row, or however many times the game will allow you. But that feature is coming in January. Still, for now, this is a big quality of life improvement, seeing that farming is a big part of the game right now, either for weapons or for job materials or a lot of different stuff. Just gotta wait for my characters to get through this. Oh, the white mage is charging. That's very brave of you. And also very foolish. Sorry, I have like a really bad hangnail that's distracting me. Oh, one more archer. Hey, I got the hangnail. Excellent. But yes, a couple other things. There was a story recall feature added, so you can rewatch the story. There is also auto for when you're going through the story, and there is improved weapons, missions, and shop UI, and that does seem to be the case. All right. So as you can see right down here, if I click this button right here, this purple button will just repeat the exact same stage. Now I'm not going to do that because we have other things to show too. And I do want to get through this in a reasonable time, and we still have banners to talk about. So the other big feature that was added was a new way to farm for character shards. Currently, to awaken a character, you need so many character shards, and it's quite a few if you are unlucky with dupes. Now there is at least, even if it is a currently slow way to do it, it is pretty nice that this does exist in the game. So in this part, you can now face certain hard quests to get character shards of a specific one. So for instance, if I wanted to get Frederica shards. Frederica is a character that I have. I want to awaken her further. You can do this quest 2 times a day, and it will drop not a lot of character shards. So far from initial testing, it seems to be only 1 limit burst shard for the character, which, yeah, in a single go for 20 stamina is not exactly, well, it's considering that to go from level 2 to level 3, you need 100 character shards. That means it would take about 60 days to get enough character shards. It does give you something to do, but more importantly, it also drops job materials, higher quality job materials too. Not the highest, but still pretty nice to awaken these characters. So this is a potential good farming option in the future. Now, something that is interesting, each character has so many times that you can do it in a day, and only characters that you possess, you can actually go in to earn character shards every day. But I've heard from people who have tested, you can only do 10 characters. So basically, this is how it works. UR characters, you can go 2 times a day to get minimum, possibly maximum, 2 of those character shards. For SSR quality characters, which there's none on this map, so let me just switch over to this map, you can do those 3 times a day, meaning that you can get at least 3 of those character shards. And they cost a little bit of stamina. But you can only do 10 individual characters max, so whatever characters you are raising, those characters basically you should focus on, and you should focus on them very specifically. But this does give a way to farm that doesn't just kill gacha. Like, obviously, this wasn't going to be a thing that was going to come out and just be like, hey, guess what? You can just farm character shards. You don't need to do anything anymore. Not the case. I'm okay with this kind of balance of a slow earn. It does give you a way to do the characters you like and get them up to a high limit burst so that you can use them. And, 10 individual characters every day is pretty nice for farm. I think it's a pretty fair for now. Obviously, it'll probably get better in the future, but for now, it is a big step forward. And the last thing to talk about is banners, or it's the last thing that I'm going to talk about in this video. There's a couple of things. First of all, there's a 6 million free download, which I will do in this video just to celebrate. And we have seen our first step up, and this step up is completable 3 times. It costs a total of 4,500 lapis to do this, and something to note about this step up banner, it is entirely free lapis. You do not need to buy paid lapis to do this. First 2 steps are actually a little bit of a discount. First 10 step is only 1,000 lapis, which is half price a normal step, and still guarantees a SSR. Second step is 1,500 lapis, 10 pull again, guarantees a SSR, and third step for 2,000 lapis guarantees a UR character. It's a bit of an investment, but it is pretty darn good value considering that we've only seen in the past guaranteed UR characters for paid lapis. So, I mean, you're going to have to put 4,500 lapis into each step, but it does guarantee at least 1 UR character, and so far, that is pretty good value. And the last one is, of course, the second Christmas banner. So we had Christmas Ramada, and now we are having Christmas Mashley. And new Mashley is quite the little character. I actually like her a lot more than original Mashley. So she has 3 specific jobs. She has Dragoon, she has Axe Berserker, I do believe, and last but not least, Archer. Basically meaning that she has a good mix of range as well as close range too. Because her primary weapon is Spear, she will not have the weakness of a lot of archers. A lot of archers, if you get in really close to them, they cannot attack you. So the idea here is that Mashley here will still be able to spear you even if the character gets in close. That's good for multiplayer, PvP. But also the other thing that's really great about her is that when she does get her archer skills, she will have, guess what? Some really good range on her abilities. Archer abilities at this point seem really good. Now, I'm not entirely sure how fast she is at this point. 52 speed seems pretty good, and she seems like she will have a lot of HP and a lot of attack. So I really think that also because she is a fire character, she will do good against some of the ice characters that are out there, especially Medina and Gilgamesh, which seem to pop up a fair amount in PvP. But yeah, Christmas Ramada seems like, Christmas, I like Christmas Ramada, but anyway, Christmas Mashley seems like a really good character. Also on her banner is the Frederica card. If you are like me and you absolutely love the Thunder Gunner Frederica herself, this card is, you want this card. It sucks a little bit that it is on the Christmas banner because it's a little bit separated away from her, but increases thunder damage and as well shooting power. Basically, it was made for Frederica, and I want it. I do want it. That is definitely the thing. But for anybody who is interested in pulling on these banners, you should probably wait. So if you're not interested in going for just the, if you're not interested in the step up banner and a random UR, there is going to be a special Christmas banner, and I just have to find where in the list it was. There's been a lot of stuff that's popped up in the last 24 hours. Did I go by it? Here it is. So there will be a special December 25th and 26th banner in Japan, from the 24th to the 25th and the 25th to the 26th. They are each one-day banners. They each cost from, as far as we can tell, 2,000 lapis apiece. But they come with a guaranteed UR orb, and there will both be Christmas Ramada and Christmas Mashley on it, as well as the 2 Christmas cards as well. So you have 2 cards and 2 characters. There are, of course, now I'm not entirely sure if there's probably all the other UR characters, but a guaranteed UR orb is not bad value. It's a nice little compensation in case you pull on this banner and get nothing. As far as we can tell, it is not paid lapis either, so you may want to consider whether you want to go for the step up, which has 30 summons on it, 2 guaranteed SSR and 1 guaranteed UR, or this banner, which has a higher up rate for the Christmas units and the Christmas cards, but only guarantees you a UR orb for each one and will cost you 4,000 total. Long story short, you're going to have to weigh your options and figure out whether you want to spend on any of this, or if you would rather just save for Orlando in the eventual Final Fantasy Tactics banner. But you do have some options, you do have some choices in front of you, and I expect that all of you can do it. So let's see if I get anything good off of this banner. Not entirely feeling it, but let's see. Who knows? Hey, it's gold! Gold books. We love gold books. Gold books mean a character. Oh, are we getting it? Yeah. Rainbow character. Beautiful. Now, if this turns into a rainbow card... Okay, that was a tiny bit greedy, I will admit. I would be really happy to see the bull card, too. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not a lot of reforms. A lot of the lion card. Alright, let's see who we get for a character. Off a free pull? I'll take it. Another Mashley. Alright, well, I actually kind of like her. Not the new version, but I'll take the old version too. And, of course, another UR orb, and looks like some more points towards... this is something that I haven't actually talked about in any of my other videos, so I'll actually do this very quickly. If you may be wondering, well, Umbra, what happens if you get way too many character shards of a specific character? Do you just get nothing? No, that is not true. You actually do get specific shards to spend towards getting something else. Not here, for instance, this one. I've gotten a whole bunch of the normal ones, so I can actually spend them towards the basic level flames or some of the awakening orbs for that. And in here, as you can see, I have 97 of this, which I could spend towards a orb, or eventually I can spend towards trying to upgrade some of my less rare cards. And this is the same for every tier, whether it's SSR tier or basic tier, anything like that. So yeah, there is basically a quick overview of a lot of the stuff that has come. Let me know if you are interested in pulling on the Christmas banners, or whether you are interested in pulling on if you're going to be waiting for the December 25th and 26th banner, or if you're going to be, going on that step-up banner. I think there's a lot of good options right now, but keep in mind, Jump Festa, we might hear about tactics, so you may want to hold your horses too, or just go full steam ahead. Anyway, hope you're having a wonderful holidays, and see you in the next video. Take care.